The latest NFLPA report cards are in, and they paint a fascinating picture of how teams are performing in various off-field and on-field categories. For the second consecutive year, the Miami Dolphins and Minnesota Vikings have clinched the top 2 spots in the overall team rankings. The Dolphins earned an A+ in 8 out of 11 categories, including head coach, ownership, food, dining area, nutrition, locker room, weight room, strength coaches, and travel, while receiving A's in training room, training staff, and treatment of families. The Vikings also impressed, with A+ grades in key areas such as treatment of families, locker room, head coach, and ownership, and A grades in almost every other category. In the top 5 overall, the Dolphins and Vikings are joined by the Atlanta Falcons, Las Vegas Raiders, and Los Angeles Chargers, all showing robust support from their players. However, the bottom 5 tell a different story. The Pittsburgh Steelers, New York Jets, Cleveland Browns, New England Patriots, and Arizona Cardinals received some of the lowest marks, with the Jets owner Woody Johnson receiving an overall F for his inability to foster a positive team culture. Ownership ratings were also a hot topic this year. New owner Stephen Ross of the Dolphins, along with Ziggy Wilf, Vikings, Arthur Blank, Falcons, Greg Prenner, Broncos, and Dean Spanos, Chargers, led the pack in willingness to invest in facilities and creating a positive team culture. On the flip side, owners like Robert Kraft, Patriots, David Tepper, Panthers, Art Rooney II, Steelers, Michael Bidwill, Cardinals, and Woody Johnson, Jets, fared poorly, with Kraft ranking 28th, 30th and Johnson receiving an overall F. The report also spotlighted head coaches, where the Washington Commanders' Dan Quinn earned the top spot, with Atlanta Falcons' Raheem Morris and Minnesota Vikings' Kevin O'Connell following closely behind. Conversely, coaches from the Cleveland Browns, Jacksonville Jaguars, and Chicago Bears received the lowest grades, with both Doug Peterson and Matt Eberflus already out of their roles. Team travel and locker room conditions further highlighted disparities. The Eagles, despite their Super Bowl triumph, received an F for travel due to uncomfortable flights and inefficient schedules, whereas teams like the Dolphins, Raiders, Vikings, Commanders, Saints, and Broncos secured top marks. Ultimately, the NFLPA report cards are not meant to shame but to provide a roadmap for improving working conditions and team culture across the league. They offer valuable insights into which organizations are leading by example and which ones might need to reassess their internal practices. What do you think these grades mean for the future success of these teams? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth NFL analysis and updates.